So my name's James Knight. I've been in China for 4 years, and today I thought I'd make another discussion video. I thought we could talk about the pandemic, just because obviously with the Delta variant going through parts of China at the minute, and also, you know, in the last 24 hours, Shenzhen's got a lot more cautious with it. So it just made me think that, you know, it'd be good to have a little chat with you about it and hopefully see what you think, and I'll tell you what I think, and we can learn from each other. So I thought, first of all, I'll tell you the story of my pandemic year. So I was in Shanghai when all this started back in 2020, and I was supposed to go to Wuhan on the day that it locked down. And the day before, I cancelled my tickets, which was pretty lucky because I could have got myself stranded there, which definitely wouldn't have been very good. And then I spent a good 6 months or so working online during the lockdown. And you know, when the lockdown first started, a lot of people obviously wanted me to go back to the UK, but I thought it wasn't a very good idea because I'm safe in my room, but if I go back to the UK, you know, I'm at an airport, I'm on a plane, and then I could get the virus and transmit it in the UK, which wouldn't be very good. So I decided to stay in China and sit in my room and work online. And a lot of people ended up finding themselves stuck abroad. So in the end, it turned out to be a good decision that I stayed here. And I just kept my head down for the whole of 2020, did what the government told me to do, and now we're in 2021. And I felt last year like it was a lot easier to put up with the restrictions, maybe because it was newer, whereas now it just feels a lot more like a drag. And my colleague kind of summed it up perfectly to me. He was saying that, you know, when you read the news, you can read all the tragedy that's going on in the world of this pandemic, and you know it's out there. But for you and everyone you know, like me, I don't know anyone that's like had any tragedy from this pandemic, and neither does he. And he said, for him and everyone he knows, it's just really, really annoying. You know, every day you just get up and just feel a bit grumpy and unhappy about the way the world's going. And that's exactly how I feel every single day. It's like my colleague, he's in Hong Kong at the minute. He had to go there for some kind of trip, and he spent 1 week in Hong Kong in home quarantine to spend 1 week out in Hong Kong, and then he's got to come back to mainland China, and then he's got to do 2 weeks in a quarantine hotel. So it's 3 weeks worth of quarantine for 1 week in Hong Kong, which is just mad. And you know, obviously he's got to pay for all this himself and stuff. And I just remember the good old days when if you were bored in Shenzhen one afternoon, you could just hop over the border to Hong Kong and have a day trip there. And I miss that. I do miss Hong Kong, I like it there. And it'd be good to go back one day. And, you know, I just feel like I'm a guest in this country, so of course I'm going to try and follow the rules as tightly as I can and do what people tell me to do, you know. And it's just, but now it's just gets me down a little bit. For example, this week I was supposed to be going to Hubei province, and I was going to go out into the rural areas of Hubei, and I was going to make some videos for you. And with this new Delta variant sweeping through, it just kind of makes me feel a bit down that I can't go there now. You know, I've got to stay in Shenzhen. You know, it's just little things like that just disappoints you about this pandemic. And also I've got some anxieties about the future. You know, I just feel kind of like we can't keep living like this forever. And also, I kind of feel like these countries that have done better in the pandemic, these oceanic and Asian countries that cracked down at the right time and, you know, managed to get rid of the virus, I feel like they might be a victim of their own success this year. because I just kind of feel like maybe it's unethical for them to open their borders so easily as other countries that didn't fare so well because they did such a good job. But thanks for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear your opinion. Leave your opinions in the comments below.